Welcome back to Cloudpunk. We've got a few items on the go, a couple of side quests, one main quest, but we haven't finished exploring this region yet. So let's go through this little warpy thing, and hopefully that will allow us to do so. Let's just quickly consult the map. Yeah, there's a few things to pick up over here and a few people to talk to. Coffee guy.
I saw you looking at me from over there.
I was just going to ask if this was the only coffee place in this zone. I'm from out of town, and this coffee is...
Like Hova oil?
Well, I was going to say it's below average, but yeah.
No, this is the only place. I've been coming here since I was in my teens.
You look like you're still in your teens.
It's the coffee. It's stunted my growth.
So, you're actually...
75.
Well, Grandpa, it was nice to meet you.
Hey, wait up. What's your name?
I'm Dania. I drive deliveries, and I've got another job coming up, so...
Do you, want to do something?
Are you asking me on a date?
No, I mean, we could just do something and see what happens.
Do something. How specific?
We could...
Come on, coffee guy. What could we do?
Bowling.
Ew.
Why ooh?
Shooting. I know a range downtown. They let you fire the big pulse rifles.
I don't like pulse rifles, or any guns, really. They tend to get aimed at people a lot.
We only shoot targets.
I believe the humans and the targets can coexist peacefully.
Nice.
What about pizza?
Better. What kind?
Artichoke and avo? From the new hipster place uptown.
That doesn't sound
Ooh,
good.
a swing and a miss. Sorry, coffee guy. Maybe some other time.
If I see you here again, I'll have thought of something you like, Rania.
We'll see.
Oh, and I've got an achievement. Flirt. Nice. Again, shame that my capture software doesn't pick up those, but that's why I tell you about them. Oh, I like what you're wearing. When the opportunity arises for me to buy one of those, I am all over that. Right, this is Neo. I think this is the person I have to get my coffee from.
Welcome to Neo's Neo Cafe. I'm Neo. What can I get you?
I can get a coffee for $7. I can get a Nevacino. I can get a hot chocolate or a soda can. I'm just up for a nice simple
That's good.
coffee, me.
Thanks for this, Neo.
Have a spectacular day.
That's it. That was my main story quest. Hello, Dania.
Excuse me, I see you sell old stuff. Do you know what this is?
Pass it here. Let's see. Oh my.
What is it? I thought maybe an old music storage.
Music? No, not at all. This is a game. An old one at that. Where did you find it?
Actually, it was near some trash.
No, I don't believe it.
So it's an antique.
Oh yes, this was played on a Spectrum home computer. 48K. You needed an interface to make the joystick work. Kempston or Protec. Otherwise you had to play on the rubber keys.
Even the words I understood in that sentence didn't make sense.
It's like this, you see. You put this tape into a tape recorder first and...
Nope, still no clue.
Long ago, information was stored on magnetic tapes. You see the strips here? These wound round playheads, or something like that. No one knows exactly how it operated now, but we can feed this into our comprehender and it gives us executable code.
So this was a game people played on a screen?
Oh yes, it would take a long time to upload the data to memory, and the executable data itself is tiny. It's hard to comprehend how our progenitors managed to work within such strict memory constraints.
Ain't it just?
You're really into this stuff, aren't you?
I'm interested in the technology, sure, but what really fascinates me is this game. You controlled a little sprite. You walked along a street and you punched everyone you came across.
Just like real life.
We believe these old games were deeply symbolic, like Sisyphus with the rock.
So they were morality lessons?
We collectors believe so. I think every one of these classic games can teach us a lesson.
What did punching people in the street teach us?
Metaphorically, it is telling us that we cannot simply fight urban decay through physical force. You see, in this game, when you win, you start again.
So the cycle repeats.
Exactly. So through the game, we learn that the violence is entertainment, but the creator of the game seeks to tell us that violence is also pointless.
These old games were pretty deep. How did this end up lying on the street?
There's plenty of other street vendors who are collectors like me. One of them, old Sinclair, he died last week. And you're not really allowed to own this stuff if CorpSec catches you.
Oh, I'm sorry about Mr. Sinclair.
He was in the zone that fell into the sea last month. Can't be helped. You should keep your eye out for more of these. They may be scattered all over the city.
You'll pay me for them?
I sure will, as long as you keep it quiet. In fact, I can even show you this one if you like. It has a 2-player mode. We can punch people in the street together.
Maybe another time. Just the limbs are fine.
I got another achievement. Load, enter. Whenever computer games start getting all meta, it always makes me... Oh, incoming call. All right, fine, we'll talk later.
Hello. Is that you?
Camus, why are you calling me on the comm? I'm on a coffee break here.
I have a reason.
Is the reason that you don't like being alone?
Yes, that is it. Is it okay?
It's fine. I'm glad of the company.
Why do you need the coffee?
I've never worked night shift before, Camus. Coffee creates the illusion that I'm actually still awake. You wouldn't understand. You don't sleep.
I sleep.
I guess you go offline and recompile your source code. That's a bit like sleeping.
I sleep.
Okay, I heard you. Tell me what you found out about Cora.
I found 3 different types of things about...
Camus, this data analysis and retrieval, it's not that you can't do it, it's a bit dry. Why don't we let the generic automata take care of this part? You can go offline for a bit.
Sleep.
Sure.
Custom personality Camus offline. Generic automata reinstated.
All right, Mr. Personality. Tell me what we know about Cora now.
3 distinct data points of origin for Cora. 2 deprecated and accessible only via the underweb. Warning, your automata was detected accessing this information and your identity was compromised.
Shit. Well, too late to do anything about it now. Tell me what you found. Give me the official data first.
Cora is a term colloquially used by citizens of Nivalis to refer to the combination of AI and mechanical systems, which manage the logistical and maintenance systems operating throughout the city.
I knew that much. Go on.
As an anthropomorphism of a mercurial personality, it is unclear if Cora exhibits a form of sentience or sapience. Best data suggests Cora is fundamentally inconceivable by human intelligence, existing just beyond the event horizon of biological minds.
Not helpful at all. Why do people keep talking about Cora then?
Day-to-day usage of Cora in conversation invokes the term in the same way one might talk about fate, luck, or serendipity.
Example?
I checked my balance and I'm all out of credits. Cora knows where it all went.
There are 2 more data points for Cora?
Yes, one from City Archive in a defunct data pool called the Internet. Another from a paper-based text called The Exegesis, a pseudo-historical book scanned and OCR'd 109,572.75 days ago.
Read me the extract of the exib whatever.
Reigning atop a hierarchy of smaller automatons, VIs, androids, and machines, Cora is the last of the 12 founders. Complex AIs that formed an advisory council for the human rulers of the city. Why did the founders fail? Did their source code encounter insurmountable logical errors? Or, worst of all, did the founders choose to abandon humanity? And if so, will Cora soon make that same choice?
What's your confidence rating on the accuracy of this information?
11.40%.
Higher than I thought. Does everyone in the city know this stuff but me?
Cora is commonly discussed, appearing in up to 0.8% of all communication, but little substantive, verifiable data exists as to its nature.
Read me the last data, the one from the Internet.
Cora, computer-operated recycling agent.
That's it? I don't know how this relates to hackers or AI.
No further data available.
Make a copy of that exegesis thing to local storage, encrypted. If I get a data violation, I don't want to lose access. And bring Camus back online.
Activating custom automata personality, Camus.
Did you find out about Cora?
More or less. I don't know what I was hoping for.
Will you get food too?
Not hungry. Hey, Camus, have a look at the cafe menu. Do you see all the different types? If you drank coffee, what type would you order?
Donut coffee?
That's not really...
No, I like the sound of that.
No. I said something dumb.
Actually, Camus, I think donut coffee sounds pretty great.
Vehicle upgrade unlocked. Vertical repulsor. Wow. Okay, so much to talk about. So much to talk about. And I've kind of been watching this thing cleaning up as we go. Yeah, so Cora. Cora sounds like some kind of omniscient god machine, kind of reminding me of Deep Thought from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But then also that reference to recycling, you know? I'm sure all of this will become clear as we continue on. The other thing is Dania here. Yeah, she was talking about computer games in a very meta sort of way, and this is what I was talking about before Camus interrupted us. When computer games start getting all meta, my senses prickle up. You know, she talked about beat-em-up games, kind of when you complete them, you go back to the start. I'm wondering if that's going to become relevant here. I wonder if there's some kind of time loop element to this game that might become relevant. We can talk to her again. Let's do that.
I have another one. This time, I'm sure it's a game. It's on magnetic tape again, but just one big flat disc.
A floppy? Give it here. Oh yes, I know this one. Much quicker to load than the tapes. This is Mare.
What's it about?
It's a kind of RPG.
Rocket-propelled grenade? So it's a military game.
No, it's a real playing game. You play through the real life of a person. In this case, though, it's the real life of a dungeon-exploring adventurer with a sword and armor.
I assume you mainly hit things with your sword?
Yes and no. These games often had quite complex systems. Statistics for your strength and dexterity and so on, all measured with numbers.
Why did people stop playing those sorts of games?
Some people never did. I'm in some classic game clubs. Illicit meetups where we play board and card games, and classics like this.
Oh, that sounds like my
Why
scene.
are they illicit?
Co-ops own the rights to these games, even the really old ones. In our club, we had to pool our finances for a year for a chess license. That's the only official one we could afford. That's why I had the games behind the counter.
Is that why these old games hold such value then? Because they're illegal?
That's not the only reason. These games define our past. They were our escapism and our succor for 1,000 years. 100,000. We resolved conflict, explored ideas, went on adventures, and created whole new worlds with these games. We can't let the medium slip away from the people who need it most.
Pretty idealistic for a street peddler.
I just really like games. They're important.
All right, you convinced me. Maybe I will come and try Mare.
I'll start loading it up.
After I finish my shift.
Oh, I'm never going to get to play games with Dania, am I? Oh, no. And a little commentary on, like, the dangers of late-stage capitalism for you there as well. I can relate to what Dania's talking about.
Driver 14FC, are you out of your Hava?
I was on a break.
There are no breaks for me or for you. Have you seen the vids?
No, why?
More accidents in Sector 21. No, Sector 23. Or is it 21?
Bombings?
Not sure. This is bad for us. We've lost more drivers this week than in the past year.
Everything okay, Control?
I don't know, kid. I don't know. What's your real name? I'm tired of numbers.
Rania.
I'm gonna look out for you, Rania. Things will get better after tonight. I promise. We just need to get through this one night.
What's your name, Control?
I'm not supposed to say. Goddamn.
Is something going wrong over there? You sound...
It's all wrong here. Maybe I'll tell you after this job.
Okay. What you got for me?
In Gallows Row, there's an old escalator called the Ascension. Someone at the base wants to surrender a package of their belongings.
Where does the escalator go?
Trust me, Rania. This job will be much easier for you if you don't ask that question again. You're looking for a guy named Gil. Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah?
Enjoy your coffee. All I got is a bottle of sake stashed in my desk drawer, and tonight, I'm having a drink. If they're not happy with that, they can fucking fire me. Cheers.
Fesahetic control.
Going to talk to this merchant, see if there's any cool stuff to buy.
Here's what I can offer you today.
Magazine.
Thanks.
Oh, yellow shades. Yeah, I want those.
I look forward.
Come on. Let me buy the sunglasses. Yeah.
Thanks.
I look forward to seeing you again.
So let's look at us now. This is us without yellow shades.
Oh, cool.
This is us with yellow shades. Oh yeah. We're starting to take shape now. We're starting to look like something. Right, I think this area, yeah, we've picked up all the optional stuff around here now. Apart from that, I noticed, what was this logo that appeared here? How do I zoom in? That's the vendor, okay, the coffee vendor. That's fine. I don't feel a need to talk to them. I do feel a need, however, to get back to my hover. And the suspicious item. Right, so I can bring it to the corpsec person just here. What would be the alternative? Don't know. Let's bring it.
Hi. I found this. I thought I should hand it in to the authorities. Or someone who might know what to do with it.
Ma'am, what is this?
I don't know. I found it. I think it might be...
Give it to me. Now.
Yes, I was just going to. I came to you.
Is this some kind of scam?
You know what? I'm just going to leave.
What does this button do?
No idea. Bye then.
Stay here. I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, this might have been a
You go
mistake.
ahead. I have no idea what that button does, though, so for safety's sake, I suggest you...
Oh, nothing happened.
Did you just press that? I literally just said...
Nothing happened again.
Stop pressing the
Oh my
button.
god.
Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to step back, please.
With pleasure.
Fine. I don't want to be around you while you press a big red button on what looks a lot like a detonator anyway.
Wait. Something happened.
Ugh.
A light came on. There's words on the screen.
What does it say?
I can't read it.
Let me see.
Here.
I can read this. It's Arabic.
And?
It says, please don't press this button again.
Oh.
I swear, that's what it says.
All right, then. Well, I'd better ask my supervisor about this. Please move along, ma'am.
Does your supervisor speak Arabic?
No. Why?
No reason.
And that got me an achievement as well, lost and found. Okay, I'm learning a lesson about the competence of corpsec. I'm going to be less likely to seek their assistance in the future, I can tell you that. One thing though, I mean, he is still showing on my map. What happens if I talk to him again? Can't talk to him. Okay, never mind. Sometimes, if the icon is still visible on the map, that means that they've got more conversation for you, but only sometimes. Right, I can either collect Gil's belongings or return the punch cards to Evelyn. I kind of want to do the punch cards to Evelyn thing first. I want to find out what all that's about. So let's zoom over there. Oh! I got some serious tonkage on there. I should be a lot more careful when emerging from those little warps. Aha, there is Evelyn. So I wonder if I can see which of these is my apartment, because this is my apartment building. But I don't remember seeing any of this from the other side. You know, I've been on my balcony. Maybe it's around the front. Yeah, I have been on my balcony. I'm just kind of trying to identify it from the outdoors. Not for any particular reason, just my own curiosity. Which one of these is it? I mean, there's not even any guarantee that there is something that matches up. could be that one up there. That looks a bit like it. Let's talk to Evelyn about these punch cards.
I have more of the punch cards for you. They're really spread around the city. I think these ones are pretty intact.
Dr. Zizich was careful. She punched them out of nanofibers. They'd survive a bomb blast. Thank you. This is enough to partially recompile my memories.
I don't understand, Evelyn. These cards hold your memories? How?
Dr. Zizich knew that almost any storage medium could be recovered with a standard corpsec comprehender. They can decode and read almost any storage medium, from a transistor drive to a DNA crystal encoding.
But not punch cards?
Yes, not punch cards. They are too old. However, their information storage capacity is tiny.
They can't store whole memories then?
No, but they can hold a crypto key that can decode the memories I already have, though it will take some time to unlock them.
Why do you think Dr. Zizich locked your memories away? And why are you worried about corpsec being able to read them?
Perhaps next time we speak, I will be able to answer those questions. I need more time. And more punch cards. Please bring me any you find.
It's going to be one of these sorts of quests, is it? Where the demand for punch cards just keeps on going. Well, that's sort of to be expected. And I can't help feeling like there's something really tragic waiting in her future. Okay. Still probably can't get through to that area there. So let's turn around and head back to the car. And let's go collect Gil's belongings. So Gil's belongings are quite a long way away. Let's get onto this highway. Whoa, da, 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 da. No one ever avoids me, have you noticed that? It's always down to me to avoid other drivers. Seems a bit unfair. Let's use a bit of boost. Got a long distance to go, might as well. Okay, we need to hang a right at some point. What does the map look like? Where's our destination? Up there, okay. Second right will probably do us nicely. That's not even really a highway, which is suboptimal, but it's only 700 units. Meters, maybe? Who knows? I'm seeing my fuel dropping to about half, though, so maybe I should consider, at the next opportunity, topping that up. Okay, dead ahead again. Let's get ourselves nice and low and let's use the boost. We're going through another warp. Goodness, long journey. Oh, it feels like something's changed. That the kind of the overall visual appearance of this area feels a bit different. Also, am I going the right way? I can't even see my destination. Oh, it's back there. No, I'm definitely not going the right way. And also, it looks like this is pointing me to another one of those warps through to another area. So, yeah, we are most definitely going to the other side of Nivalis today. Lots of things to pick up on the right, but we have learned our lesson. Let's wait for a main story quest to take us there before we go and hoover up everything. And this has taken us back into Old Town. I'm sure we've been here before, but I don't remember going through so many warp gates to get to it. Our destination is kind of behind us-ish? Interesting. Okay, well, it looks like... Yeah, we basically want to grab one of those parking spaces in the middle. Here they are. And grab the one at the end, nearest to the exit. Okay, this, I think, is a new area that we haven't been to before, the Fulcrum sector. And there's quite a lot to take in. There's a merchant walking around just over there. There's someone to talk to down there. These areas are getting more and more sprawling, aren't they? Okay, and there's a lift going up there, but I don't want to go up quite yet. Let's do some exploring of this level first. Step 1, let's find that merchant and see what they've got.
Here's what I can offer you today.
Okay. Electronics 67. I feel like they normally sell for 75. So I'm tempted to buy one of those. Oh, and I can just keep buying them. So I could take a risk. I mean, if I spend all of my money on electronics and it turns out there is profit to be made, then that was a good idea. Let's get a couple more. There we go.
Thanks.
And the worst that can happen is I've lost a little bit of money.
I look forward to seeing you again.
And the best that can happen is I've earned a little bit of money. Don't know why I bothered. Right, so it looks like there might be a pickup around here. Our destination is down below, but there is still 1 or 2 things to pick up while we're up here. If I go into my... Yes, they're worth 75 each, so yeah, indeed. Indeed, buying a load of those from that merchant.
Here's what I can offer.
Yeah, I should just spend all my money.
What the hell? Thanks.
I mean, I am now in the situation...
I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, I am now in the situation where I have no money left. So I now need to find someone else to sell all of these to. And given that my fuel is at half, this may have been a miscalculation. But we'll figure something out. Right, so let's just quickly consult the map. We want to make our way up, down. Let's just take the lift and see where it takes us. Looks like we're going down. There is some stuff above us as well, but we can only do one direction at a time. Something back here. A human... What? A human hand. Did something just collapse over here? There was an awful lot of noise. Yeah, a human hand. That feels like the kind of thing that would start off a side quest. Hello, cherry pie seller.
1 slice, please. Oh, wait. Are those real cherries?
Well, they ain't holograms, lady.
Yeah, but where would you get real cherries in Navalis?
Lots of places. Orchards up in the spire, growing beds down in the vents, one of those labs that grow cultured retro fruit.
I'm not talking hypothetically here. Where did you get those cherries?
Wherever you like, lady. I find the best way to enjoy the flavor comes from tasting with your imagination.
And I find the best way to avoid food poisoning is to know where my cherries come from.
I swear, these taste exactly like cherries.
That wasn't the question.
That is not a normal thing to say about actual cherries.
You want a slice or not?
Yes. No. I can't decide.
Let's go with no.
Have you even tasted real cherries before?
Back home, they were my favorite.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Yeah.
Well, you'll love this pie. A genuine slice of home. What do you say?
No, actually, I'm good.
Suit yourself, country girl.
Yeah, no, I don't want your very dubious cherry pie. We've discovered a casino, apparently. A falconer.
Hey, you interested in having your photo taken with this magnificent creature?
Totally.
Just 100 limbs.
Ah, maybe not.
No.
Would you like to know his name? He is Norman.
Hi, Norman. Is he a real bird?
Norman isn't a bird. He's a falcon.
A real one?
Well, he's not a hologram.
But is he a real falcon or is he artificial?
Ah, I understand your question now. You must think this is based on an animal. This is not. It is a unique creation. A falcon.
I've seen falcons before.
No, you must be mistaken. Perhaps you have seen a sparrow.
What a strange
they are
person.
Very similar. You see, I specialize in chimeras.
What are chimeras?
Well, you know, there's a huge market for artificial animals, especially those that are rare or extinct. Chimeras are different. They are artificial animals which never existed, created from the imagination of man.
But I told you, I've seen a real falcon.
Ah, where?
Well, they're extinct now, I guess, but I saw them all the time when I was young. I'm from the Eastern Peninsula. They would circle around the farm in the summer, until the big dust storms hit back in the year of the dragon.
Listen, lady, I need you to do me a favor.
Okay. What?
Please leave, and don't tell anyone that there are real falcons, huh?
Sure, but why does it make any difference?
When people know they're looking at something that once existed instead of something that never could, they get depressed.
Ain't that the truth?
And sad people don't spend money.
Achievement unlocked. Norman. Oh, hello. More pixelated boobs. Okay. Here's Gil.
Are you the delivery person?
Dania, yeah, I'm to take your package.
It's everything. My limbs, comm, holocrons, augments, everything I own. Make sure my family gets it. Just drop it in the post. I can't leave the queue or I'll lose my place.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. A chance to see the spire. I gotta take the shot. I get to go above the clouds.
Is it safe?
Sure, yeah. Of course.
Okay then. Good luck, I guess.
Hey, thanks. Maybe I'll see you around.
Maybe.
This feels so dark. It feels like Gil's going to be reduced to some sort of nutrient paste to feed the rest of the citizens of this crazy, messed up city. We have a call from Control.
Hey, Dania, you met that guy going on the Ascension? Is he really going through with it?
He says the Ascension takes him to the spire.
It sure does. And no further.
What do you mean?
It's an escalator to nowhere. It just ends.
Then what?
Well, then he falls a few miles down into the sea.
Who would build an escalator that goes nowhere?
You think everything in the city is logical? Look around, Dania. None of this makes sense. The city AI has gone mad.
He said it was safe.
Before he gave you all his possessions?
He knew?
He knew.
I don't get it.
You lived outside Nivalis, right? So you've seen the sky. You've got that memory. I've never seen the sky. I can live without it. But imagine you'd seen it just once. What would you do to see it again?
How's the sake, Control?
You don't drink, right? You should try it sometime, Dania. When things are going wrong, it's a great way to keep yourself trapped in the long right now.
Are you a poet now, Control?
You know it.
What should I do with his possessions?
Well, he stiffed us on the bill. His payment was rejected. So if you got anything from him, you should return it to a Cloudpunk delivery chute nearby to cover his debt.
What about his family?
Let me make this as clear as I can, Dania. I don't know if he gave you something or if he gave you nothing. But I knew if he gave you something, I'd have to tell you to return it to Cloudpunk HQ. Control out.
Uh-huh.
He sounded different. Are we going to take Gil's things back to Cloudpunk HQ?
Well, everything's packaged and postmarked. So, if we dropped them at the mail office, they'd get back to his family and Cloudpunk would never know.
But maybe it would be good for us to give it to Cloudpunk? And if we broke the rules, we could get in trouble. Or get Mr. Control in trouble.
Quiet for now, Camus. I have to think.
Interesting there. It sounded like Control was kind of saying, you know, I don't care, I don't want to know, do what you like. So I'm starting to feel a bit like maybe we should drop it into the mailbox instead. Anyway, I guess I've got some time to think about that, because this is where this episode ends. I do notice Jimmy's walking around there, who is someone we can apparently talk to. So that's probably where we'll start next time. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you next time for more Cloudpunk. Bye-bye.